Hi everyone, welcome back to my podcast. This is Johanna. I know I haven't been posting lately, but I have been just really busy with the kids and things are going on around the house and everything like that. Sorry, I don't want to show my bed. Please let's do this and let's just turn this more like that. Yeah. So, what has been going on? So, a lot of things have been going on. Like, I've not been working out. I was working out there for a bit. I did try this. Like, I failed at the 75 challenge that I was doing, um, and I just been really concentrating on other things, like just having a good summer, going places. I've been trying to get out and do things, but I haven't been able to. But yeah, like there we go. Sorry about that. I gotta fix the camera. So anyhow, welcome. I'm back. I might not come back until when the kids start school, which will be in September. So that is the other thing, and this is going to be on my new channel, on my podcast channel. So yeah, like go check it out. I did make a separate channel for it all. I do have a computer that I'm going to be editing on now, and that. So before I start, please hit that subscribe button and the notification button to get more updates on everything. I will be posting shorts, reels, you name it, on this channel specifically. It is a podcast struggling with life and things that are going on in life. I'm 40 years old, so let's begin. So there's been a lot going on. My son turned 17 today, which is a big milestone for me with my son. And then my niece turned 20 just recently, so I feel old. And that's my phone. But yeah, so much stuff. I have my bubbly. I've been drinking bubbly, but I actually did gain all the weight back from losing the weight last year, but I'm hoping that it'll go down more, but we'll see what happens. I just haven't been going to the gym. I'm going to admit this. Yes, I've been struggling with weight loss. I've been struggling with working out. I have been struggling with a lot of things lately. My schoolwork has taken a back turn a little on everything, and it's just like, yeah, like I really I can't make up excuses, because it's like, if I make up excuses, then I'm making up excuses for everything else that I need to be doing, and I know I need to be doing. Like, I haven't gone back to read the Sophie Grown Trudeau book yet, but I want to. I have it sticky noted what I want to talk about. I'm even reading a book about on how to eat, or it's a new book that came out in 2023. I will be doing a podcast on that soon, and a book review on my book channel, and that about it, or on my main channel that I have. So yeah, like, I need to separate my podcast from my main channel to be able to concentrate on it. So that's what I'm doing. The other thing is that I've been trying to get off my butt and do my schoolwork, but I haven't. I was starting to walk this summer, but I stopped. My sister is in college right now. She's trying to get a career going for herself, so she's been busy doing that. But there's no excuse for me not to be doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be doing like so many things, and I'm not. One is starting a business. Two is going back to school. Three is trying to get a vehicle, saving money, budgeting, and everything like that. And I'm not doing any of that. So yeah, like, it's very hard. Um, Very hard to do any of that stuff right now, because it's like, I just don't want to do it. I just don't want to get off my ass and do it. And I think the main problem is that I'm a procrastinator. I do something and I don't do it. I say I'm going to do it, and then I don't do it. And I keep saying this in my podcast. Like, that's a big struggle for me, a major struggle for me. And it's like, every time I try to get better or make myself better, do better, I just fail at it. And it's like, I'm not going to do it. I'm sorry. I'm just not going to do it. I don't want to do it. And I think that's the major problem that I have, is that. And I think that it has to do with mental health, with the way things are going with me. I really want to get my own place. I really want to get on my own and everything like that. I did get good news, like, from how I'm on the housing list. I'm not gonna, like, I've never ever say, well, I'm gonna keep this secret. I'm not. I'm on the Ontario housing waiting list here in Canada, in Ontario, and I think I got some good news, where I've been on a list for 4 years, 2 years from priority, and I call them maybe once a month, and I changed my number just recently. And sorry if I went quiet. My son was just talking in the background. And they told me that this year could be the year where I can get a phone call and be moving. And I'm hoping. I got my fingers crossed, and I hope you guys do too. Please. I'm manifesting it, and I'm like going, yeah, I need this. I really need this. I really need to get on my own. I love my family. I love my sister. I love my mom and my stepdad. I do, and they're the best family that anybody could ask for. But I just can't live with them, and I can't live at home. There's more things that I want to do. Like I want to go to college myself. I want to get my grade 12, and that they're not stopping me by doing any of this stuff. It's me that's stopping myself, and that is the problem. Is I'm sabotaging myself, and I've always done that. I've always sabotaged myself. Like with my podcast, I bought something off of Etsy, and that was the agenda. It was to just to get that all out there, is to do that stuff, and I just didn't bother, you know what I mean? Like I did one workout this year through the summer, and I posted, and that was it. And I'm at 67 on my main channel to get videos, you know what I mean? Like, and I might put the short of the reels up on I'm going to put the shorts of reels up on that channel, main channel, to get people to go to my new podcast channel. But I think that, you know, the one main thing is that you have to think that I think you, like, I read a lot of self-help books, and it's like, you know, when I want to do something, I'm going to do it. And if I don't do something, I'm not going to do it. And I need to get that mentality, and I need to get it through my head that I need to do it. I need to get it done. I need to get this done. I need to get that done. And I have until the 25th of September to get my English done, and now upgrade my grade 11 English. And then I'll be able to go on and do another course and then another course. I only need 3 credits to get my grade 12. And then I'll be able to sign up for college and get a college degree and be able to do all that stuff, right? But it's the mentality and get it and get up and do it. But trying to do it is going to be the hardest thing, because like all I want to do is lay in my bed and things like that. My computer, my desk, my podcast stuff is all in my bedroom, so my bed's in my bedroom too. So it's like, oh, I just want to sleep, I just want to do this, I want to do that. So it's hard, but it shouldn't be hard, you know what I mean? Like it shouldn't be like, well, you know, you gotta go to bed, you gotta go to sleep, you know what I mean? Like it's not like that. You should concentrate on what you want to do and do that. I was doing to-do lists. I tried to-do lists. I'm going to start it back up. I did a weekly to-do list. I've written it all out where I have to say I do to-do lists. I got to read a book. I got to do this or things like that. Go to the gym, work out, or do a workout or I got to go through my stuff, you know. I've even buying stuff like dishes and everything for my own place, and I get told, well, you're going to overcrowd the garage with everything, and it's like, okay, then I'm not going to buy anything, and then when I need something, when I move out, I'm not going to be able to get it. But I think listening to people and not listening to yourself and what yourself is saying is the wrong thing to do. You need to do it, and you need to do what you want to do, and don't let anybody tell you otherwise, because through high school and through public school, like through high school and junior high, I let people control me, and I let people tell me what I can and cannot do. I've done it my whole life, where if I allowed them to say, well, you can't do this or you can't do that, and it's like, well, what do you expect? If I'm gonna say I'm gonna do this and I don't do it, it's because other people have told me I can't do it because of my disability, or because I'm not capable of doing it, or I don't have the mentality of it, or I don't have the mindset of it. And that is one of the disturbing things about it all, is when someone tells you that you don't have the mindset for it, and it's like going, okay, then I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna leave it alone. I'm just gonna sit there and say, nope, I can't do it. I'm not going to waste my time because I'm just going to fail at it and everything. And that is where I get it from, is I get told that, and I don't, yes, I have ADHD, attention hyperactive dysphoria. I'm always open to it on my podcast. I always talk about it on my podcast, is that I have ADHD, that I struggle every day with it, and what it's like to live with ADHD. I'm always open to what's going on with my life to you guys, and it's very hard to, you know, I'm going to keep saying it's very hard when you got your set of mind. Some people have the set of mind and they can do it, and they can get through it, and they can do it. And there's people out there who say, well, I want to do this and I want to do that, but I just can't do it because, it's my it's in my mind. But when you see the finished product of it, it's like going, oh, okay, I did that, I made that. And I've never felt that way about anything because I've never finished anything. I want to do. I want to work on my YouTube social media stuff this year, and I finally am up to 67 subscribers on my main channel and 31 on my fitness. But it's just getting to that point where it's like, yeah, gotta do it, gotta want to do it. I've had people where they've asked me to collaborate or on Red Circle, and I've done that, and I've taken the courage in doing that, and and that's the way you do it. And then there's the people who don't want to listen to your podcast and then judge you and tell you that, you can't do this, you're not doing it right, you don't know what you're talking about. Okay, well, are you in my shoes? Are you in my life? Is this your life? Is this my life? And I think that's the way that people need to look at things, is that you need to look at things like, okay, well, you're telling me how to live my life, then why are you telling me how to live my life when you live your own? Do what you want to do. Don't tell me what I can and cannot do. Don't tell me that I can't do this or that. Stop trying to live my life and live your own. And that is the way the society is today. Everybody lives each other's lives. They try to. It's like cleaning your own doorstep. In my hometown where I'm from, everybody tries to clean your doorstep because they got something going on with their life, so they don't want to deal with what's going on in their life. So they come over to you and they try to deal with your stuff, what's going on in your life. And I think that's the most disturbing thing about it all. I've had people do that to me. I've had people where they've had things going on in their life and they've come into my life and they've tried to control my narrative, and it blindsides me, and it's like going, and then when I finally get to the point where it's like, I'm not putting up with this stuff anymore. I'm not. You don't live my life. You live your own. And I've had that where people have done that to me, and it's like, mind your own business. And that's what I'm saying in my head. Mind your own business. Take care of yourself. Stop trying to take care of me. Yes, I am a mother of two kids, a single mother of two kids who is 17 and 14. I have been there for my children since the day they've been born. I have fought for my kids. I have been there. Yes, they fight with me. They bicker with me and everything like that. But that is part of being a parent, is you bicker with your kids. But telling you what to do, that's not, no, you shouldn't do that. But I'm not going to tell you how to parent, and I don't expect you to tell me how to parent. But yeah, like, people trying to clean your doorstep because they have something going on with their lives. If you have someone doing that, just look at them and go, stop it. Like, go live your own life. Go fix what's going on in your life. And if that person can't fix it, help them. Don't try to control the narrative. Don't try to control them. Just say, hey, if you do it this way, give them a suggestion, and they'll be like, thank you for the suggestion, and just tell them what to do. Because there's a lot of people out there that are nosy about other people's lives, and it's like going, wow. And then there's fake news, and then there's gossip, and then there's all this stuff going on, and it's like, okay, well, you go on Facebook and you go on Instagram and you go on all that, and you see it all, and you see it on TikTok. I took myself off of TikTok because I didn't want to be on it. I didn't want to see the toxicities of TikTok or any of that. I just, like, yes, TikTok is a big app, but in Canada, we don't get paid to use TikTok. We don't even get paid to use Instagram or Facebook for free. Like, come on here. We get mainly paid from YouTube and revenue from our YouTube channels. That is how or sponsorships. That is how we get paid on social media. We do not get paid from those apps. If we put something out, someone's using it, we don't get paid for it. They get paid for it. And that is the problem we have, is that Canadian YouTubers and Canadian TikTokers are not getting noticed, are not getting paid for their amazing content that they put out, the things that they do. You got to be living in the States for that. This is Canada. We should be able to get paid here in Canada for it. And we're not. And that's just a little rant that I went on, because it's like, it's frustrating to no end. And then my battery's about to die. Isn't that great? But anyhow, I think the main thing about all of this is that we need to just be there for each other. We need to get along and everything like that. But I think with the things that have been going on in my life for the last couple months, because I haven't done a podcast probably in a couple months, is that I have been just trying my best just to live my life in peace. Yes, I do have Instagram. I do post on Instagram. Yes, I do post on Facebook, pictures of my kids on Facebook, because I got family over in Peterborough and everything like that who want to see pictures of the kids growing up. So that's the way I keep in touch with the family. But I'm just saying, like, don't let anybody tell you that you can't do anything, because they're just going to get their way, and then they're going to go out and do it and exceed, and then they're going to look at you and go, why didn't you do it? Well, you told me I couldn't do it. Teachers are pros for it. Teachers are a pro for it. They tell you that you can't do anything, that they don't want you to do that because they don't want to see you exceed. They say they do, but they don't. I've had teachers where I had one teacher in high school that was a wood teacher, and we did a career thing, and I wanted to be a police officer, and I wanted to be this, be that. And he told me, why are you looking at these careers? You will never be able to do it. You will never be able to become a cop. You'll never be able to become an actress. You'll never be able to become a singer or a model or any of that stuff. What gives you the goddamn right to tell that to that student who is looking into this stuff because she's interested in doing this? What gives you the right to do that? It doesn't. It doesn't give you the right. All because, what? My sister was actually told once that the principal actually told her, well, my kids are going to university. You're not going to university. You're never going to amount to anything. My sister is smart, and so is my other sister, I hope. But I think the main problem with all of this is that I feel like everyone wants to put everybody down, drag everyone down, just to make them feel better inside, knowing the fact that they can ruin a kid's future or a kid's whatever. If that kid wants to be a cop, you tell that kid that he can be a cop. If a kid wants to be an actor, you tell the kid that he can be an actor. Anything the kid can do. Even if he has ADHD or autism or any of that stuff, you tell that kid that he can do whatever he wants, because let me tell you something. You will be at blame for that kid's future going down the drain because you told them they couldn't do anything. They thought that I was going to be living at home with no kids, living off the government, and doing something, not doing anything with my life. I'm trying to get my life better, and I'm trying to make myself better, but I'm having a hard time doing it with everything that has been going on. I'm just struggling. And I think that is the main thing about it all, is that I'm still thinking of what those people said to me. Sorry about that. That's my son. Said those things to me when I was a child. And if I had the person come up to me and say, don't listen to them. Don't let them tell you what you can and cannot do, because you know you can do it, and just set your mind to it. And I think the one thing that, with this whole thing that I'm trying to do, is that I got the mentality where I've been told my whole life that I wouldn't be able to do anything in my life. I just need to look at these people and say, enough is enough. You can't tell me this. I'm going to rise up. I'm going to take my life back, and I'm going to do what I can do. This year, I am 40. I'm going to be 41 in October. And I really didn't get any of my New Year's goals or New Year's resolutions done that I wanted to do. Losing weight, being healthy, things like that. And getting my own place. I don't know if that's going to come this year or not. I have no clue. It might not come until next year. My son's done school next year. He's in there in the background yelling at his friends probably. I just think that, if you're going to allow people to tell you what you can or can't do, like I have, trust me guys, I have done it. I've allowed people to control my life. I've allowed people to control everything about me, and now it's time for me to say enough is enough. I'm not gonna let you control me. I will probably picking up vlogs again. I got this camera from Temu. I want to start using it. I got this little mini one. I was supposed to do trails this year, but I didn't. We didn't properly have a working vehicle to do trails, so I didn't get any trails in this year. I am working on getting a vehicle. I had to let the other one go because I couldn't get the money together to do it. I'm away from my narcissistic ex. I don't talk to him anymore. I don't do any of that. I am talking to my other ex, who I was with back in 2016, and that. And I just, sorry about that. I just really think that, you give people chances, so many chances, and then they go and they screw it up. I gave him one more chance and he screwed it up. So I'm just not going to bother with it. I just think that, me moving, I want to move to Ottawa, Ontario, where my kids can have a better future and I can have a better future. I know a lot of people are going to say, well, Ottawa's not that perfect. I understand that. Nowhere is perfect in this country. Nowhere is. But it's better than here. It's better than being in there, my hometown. It's better being there, the people who know me. It's better being there, the people that have hurt me over the years, that have betrayed me, that have betrayed my trust, that has hurt me so many times, and that I can't even look at them or any of that or say anything to them because of that. And it's just depressing to no end that I have to put up with this and I have to go through this every day, going into my hometown, seeing my father panhandling and people praising him because, oh, he's doing something good, but they don't know who he really is like I do. When I was a child, my dad, I'm sorry if this is a trigger for you, my dad was abusive. My dad was abusive towards my mom, my brother, my sister, and me, and my other sister. My dad wasn't the perfect person going. And everybody in my hometown feels that he has changed. I haven't seen him change. He's still into the drugs. He's still drinking. He's a liar. He's a narcissistic. He's an abuser. All that. My father doesn't care about anybody but himself. And we lost a sister just recently, and we told him, and he yelled at my stepdad, and he yelled at my mom. They know my number. They don't want to talk to my dad. They want nothing to do with my dad, so they asked us to tell him. I called him up the one day and go, hey, Dad, I'm sorry to hear about your sister. And then he hanged up on me. Who hangs up on their daughter? I've always tried to be there for my father. I've always tried to be there for him, even though after everything he's done to me, I have tried to be there for him. I've tried to, I go up and I check up on him. I know where he is now. He's panhandling. But everybody's blindsided by the way he is. And I just feel like when he betrays that person that's helping him, that person is going to be like, why didn't I listen? I'm not going to tell you what you can and cannot do or believe in, but I can tell you one thing. My father isn't the perfect person going. He is not innocent to be on liens. But when you come at me and saying, why are you not helping your dad? And I'll say, well, my dad has a roof over his head. He has money coming in. I love my father, but he doesn't want my help, and I've tried to help him over the past. And I know when someone doesn't want the help, and that is my father, who does not want the help. He doesn't want me helping him, because if he did, I would have been. I would have been there for him. And I try to be there for him. I go check up on him and everything like that. And I was doing that, but I stopped because of the way he is and the way he doesn't appreciate anything that I do for him. What am I supposed to do? Be there for somebody who doesn't appreciate me? I have 2 kids. I gotta look after them before I look after him. I gotta make sure they have a roof over their heads, clothes on their backs, food on their on the table to fill their bellies every night. But if my father's gonna say, well, can I have $20 for drugs or something like that, why would I give him that money for drugs? That's feeding the fuel, and that's feeding him. I'm sorry about the rant. Sorry about that. But it's but anyhow, I am going to let you go because he is screaming from the top of his lungs, and that's why I went quiet. But yeah, like I just feel like if someone doesn't want your help, don't help them. Don't waste your time with it. But try to help them and try to be there for them. I've had to walk away from my father, and it's the hardest thing that I had to do. And nobody knows how hard it is on a kid to walk away from one of their parents because their parents are making wrong decisions in their lives. I feel my brother is one of them. I've had to walk away from him because he cannot let go of the past. He cannot let go of our childhood. He has to keep dwelling on it his whole life. I haven't talked to my brother in 10 years because of that, because every time he looks at me, he sees what we went through as a child, and he's decided that he's going to walk away. But none of us did anything wrong to him. But anyhow, my camera's about to die. I'm done my shorts. I'm done everything. I hope you like this podcast. I'm sorry if it was a rant or anything like that. Please hit the subscribe button, notification button. Please hit the subscribe button on my podcast too. If it comes back up, and try to understand where I'm coming from when it comes to my dad. If you're from Stratford, I tried to help him. I've tried to help him in the past, and he does not want my help. And he doesn't want anything to do with me, because if he did want something to do with me, he would try to reach out to me, and he's never ever reached out to me at all. He'll tell you he did, but he didn't. Anyhow, I love you guys. Goodbye, and have a good day.